Look inside the wondrous AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, a good one in store. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Dallas Cowboys.
Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft out of the U, out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do. Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
28-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Out of the gun, Ward. Moving to his left.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The punt team comes on, and here's Tommy Townsend to kick it. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through and we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
An incompletion on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. The second down throw is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Dallas first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Prescott again. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. be a gain of 2 and a first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second and 10. Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he can...
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked. Now this is scooped up by a member of the offense. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on downs. The Titans offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, here's Ward. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing is Prescott. That's out wide to Williams. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he will have a Cowboys first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
36 yards.
A big play for the Cowboys. 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
He was trying to get it to CeeDee Lamb. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
That'll be caught by the running back, Williams.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now, Prescott. This one caught at the 4.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. To give credit to the defense, they were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps him short from picking up the first down.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Julius Chestnut to bring it back. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready for this next possession. They've had it twice and they've punted twice, still seeking that first down of the game as they begin this 3rd drive. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
Here's a 2nd and 12. fake the handoff. Now Ward. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Calvin Ridley was the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. And what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart. Really nice coverage here on third down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a first and 10.
Infraction defense.
Here's Prescott. He'll tuck it and take off. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw is Prescott. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Cowboys are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive, they've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, this is going to be a long day for this defense.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. Cowboys are out to a 10-0 lead.
Titans, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Jimray DK now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll begin with first and 10. Play action. Ward. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Donovan is a rocker. In there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. Again, it's Pollard. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the case this entire 1st half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap for Wolf. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Ward now on 3rd down. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
So after 1, 10-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On 4th down, on is the veteran Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Sly's kick is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, You don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Short kick taken just inside the 20. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Dak to throw. Short throw caught by Ferguson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. Prescott now. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll try and get there on the ground.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger runs a punt for Dallas. Back deep for Tennessee, Jim DK. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Titans offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Ward. That's caught outside by Bellinger. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
In motion, it's Robinson. He will find his man. That's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A gain there of 21. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. 1st and 10, and they give it to Powell. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run once more, and it's Howard again. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They get 18 on that one. 1st down for Tennessee.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game and the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Ooh, well, now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, Pollard. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll run here with Pollard. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Ward. He'll try to run for it.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force 4th down.
On 4th down, on is the veteran Joey Sly for the Titans field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Cavante Turpin on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll get this to Schoonmaker. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
They'll give it to Lamb on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
Brings up 2nd and
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And it was really the pressure that threw that play off, Mike. I mean, he tries to counter the blitz by going to the quick game, which is fine, but it just seemed like they weren't necessarily on the same page and results in a drop.
On third down, Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the first down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
A 43-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, here comes Chestnut. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll be looking to answer back. They trail 13-6 and start this one with 1st and 10. In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Robinson. On 2nd down, here's Pollard. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
It's a gain of 25
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They run on the jet sweep, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming, and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, not a good punt there. This is a duck. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. one. Oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looks like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
On second down, it's down. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And a nice run there. He'll get 8 to the 28-yard line.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Off play action. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jalen Thompson, the safety, coming hard to record the sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. From the gun, here's Ward. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We're not even at halftime yet, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has completely taken over the game. It's just sack after sack after sack. This is going to be a long day for this offensive group if the O-line doesn't figure something out here in a hurry.
On comes the punter now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Cowboys offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Pistol now for Prescott. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Third down, they need 5. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Well, we sit up here all the time, and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Titans offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They give to Pollard on the option. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Throwing, Ward. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Here's Ward now on second down. That one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. They're into field goal, 26-yard line.
That's good for a Titans first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Titans first down.
Throwing again is Ward. Off-balance throw, it's complete.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Ward to throw again. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Throwing on third down, Ward. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Another Titans first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
To the air again, Ward. That one taken in. Alvin Ridley. Touchdown, Titans.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised, pressure situation. You know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So now this to get them back to even heading into the break. It's up and good. And the Titans will tie things up here in the first half. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead. And we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 11.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Titans' offense and receiver Calvin Ridley set to take over for this drive. Play action. Warren taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So, instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap for Ward. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. On 1st and 10, Prescott. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. John Franklin Myers in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent, but here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
Prescott. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Back to throw is Prescott. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3 and out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Oh, not the best of snaps, and this one is blocked. And he's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a big play for the special teams unit, Greg. They get the block and the score. A big swing that starts with getting to the kicker.
Yeah, exactly right, Mike. And anytime you draw up a successful punt block rush, it starts with identifying the breakdown of the protection unit. In this case, they found that weak link. They were able to exploit it. It leads not only to the block, but to the touchdown.
Slides at the point, up and good. And the Titans will go up by 7.
Cowboys 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Williams gets it on the draw. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now Prescott. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards.
At the 8-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A run on first and goal. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Prescott now. He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys will even the score here in the third. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drive. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the top conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Second and 10. On the give, it's Pollard. He'll get about two. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Third, they need 8. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. Out of the gun, Ward. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down. It just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
To return, it is Turpin. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
2nd down, Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Fake the handoff. Now Ward. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. 1st down for Tennessee.
And the Titans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Ward. To the goal line and in. Daniel Bellinger. Touchdown, Titans.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Out comes Sly for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Titans will go up by 7.
Titans 27, Cowboys 20. Joey Sly.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. First down, it is Williams. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Thrown left side, the catch is made. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. The kick is good. Cowboys will even the score here in the 3rd. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Chestnut. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This guy's like a man amongst boys right now out here, Mike, and you just don't see these sort of dominant performances on the NFL level very often. I mean, whether they got to double team him or keep sliding the protection to him, I don't care what they got to do. Someone has to block this guy because he's completely destroying the entire game.
On play action, it's Ward. Looking middle, and he's got Ridley. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Titan first down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there. And that mid-range pass was
under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
From the gun, here's Ward. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
All right, so the first two, they go clearly to the defense. You got first down sack. That sets everything up the drive for the offense behind the 8-ball. Then they followed up with a forced incompletion. So now 3rd and long, this is a must-pass situation, and the defense has a prime opportunity to get themselves off the field.
3rd and long. Here's Ward. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And 8 yards.
Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
I think the second that ball left his hand, he wanted to pull it immediately back. I mean, he is lucky, Mike. That ball didn't end up going the other way. He almost gifted them a short field and maybe even some points.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll run the toss. Here's Pollard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2nd and 11. To throw is Ward. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And they'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And That's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. They run over center with Williams.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. It's another run here for Williams. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
By Kevin Winstead. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
He'll try to run for it with Williams. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Titans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Running here, it's Pollard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Play fake. Now Ward to throw. Forced out wide.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Throwing, Ward. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Back to throw is Ward. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
At this stage of the game, one play could be the difference between winning and losing, and that dangerous throw is just a little risky for my liking. I understand the notion of trying to make a play and being aggressive, but one turnover here, and this game could be over.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line.
Roughing the kicker. Defense. Automatic first down.
First and 10. Here's Ward. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Now a screen. Here's Pollard. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
Ward to throw again. A ball deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete on third down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. And this is going to stay a tie game here in the fourth. That's the danger. They try to sell out and block it. Instead, get the roughing call, and it results in a first down. In motion, it's Robinson. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Throwing is Ward. They'll look to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Wow, an important one coming here. Tie game, late, and this is third down. Shotgun snap for Ward. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is fourth down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
And this one, right, and they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. On the carry, it's Williams. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. They'll go again here with Williams. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, here's Dak. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Titans offense headed back to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Pollard. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Ward. Right here down the field will fall incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They really needed that one, didn't they, Mike? I mean, they have to find a way to keep this as a one-possession game. This will at least give them a chance to do so, depending on what happens here on 4th down.
The Titans sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dak to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That's another Cowboys
Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Prescott. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. John Franklin Myers. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Prescott. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
His kick is good. He got it. That evens the score here in the 4th quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
On the return, it's Jim DK. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. This game level following the made field goal. So they need to put something together here. It begins with 1st and 10. Now it's Ward. That's to the right side and incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. On 2nd down, here's Ward. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. Important punt here in this tie game late. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the give, it's Williams. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Second down, Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
15 yards.
15-yard pickup there. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's another.
They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Now Prescott. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
14.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now fourth down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
This one is hooking, and he missed it. No good, wide to the left. And this is going to stay a tie game here in the fourth.
And you just have to wonder what that'll do to the energy levels on both sidelines. I mean, you got a chance to break the tie here late, but he just can't connect.
The Titans offense ready to get back to work. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with first and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Here's Ward now on second down. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Sometimes in the NFL, you have to be careful what you ask for. This offensive line, they were very clear to us this week. They wanted to take on this group. They loved the ability to be challenged. Well, they might have poked the bear a little bit too much because they've now surrendered a whopping 10 sacks in a single game, and I don't think there's been any signs of this pass rush slowing down.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the gun, Ward. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Dak to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On second down, it's Dak. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. We're all set to kick this one away. Going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun, here's Ward. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
First down.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down for Tennessee.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Here comes second down. Throwing again is Ward. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if...
And the rush gets there. Down he goes. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout, and it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game.
6 yards, and it's fourth down.
On fourth down, out comes the punter. A fair catch will be taken here with that flag down by the punter, and this might keep the drive alive. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. On play action, it's Ward. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Now, on 2nd and long. Here's Ward. He'll get that complete right side. It's Bellinger. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
3rd down.
Back to throw is Ward. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. And just as importantly, stop the clock.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Good running inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
24 yards.
They get 24 on that one. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
24-yard gain.
And we are set for a great finish. Timeout, 2 seconds remaining in the game. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to win the game. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This one he's got to have. And this is blocked. They got it. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. On the return, here comes Chestnut. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Titans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw is Ward. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
Shotgun snap for Ward. This one pulled in by the tight end Bellinger. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Ward. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
They run it straight ahead with Pollard. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5.
Taken down at the 41. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Third and inches. Looking to throw, it's Ward. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the first down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up first down.
To the left side, caught by Ridley.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Bellinger, the tight end, is the one in motion. To the air again, Ward. He'll get this out. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Cowboys have it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And that'll be in and out of his hands. It's incomplete.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And he's on for a big one here in overtime.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Prescott down. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 31 yards.
At the 11-yard line.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and watch back. I mean, there was enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your first foot down, drag the second. That's how they teach it, and just can't quite get it done.
Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This one to win it in overtime.
24-yard attempt.
This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory. So, it's a win for the Cowboys. This was a close-fought game. They were able to get themselves into field goal range here at OT. The final kick sailed through the uprights to finally close out this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.